Yep. All right, guys. I have to record our midweek review on my laptop again because lo and behold, my mouse and some other computer things broke in the move that I didn't realize till late last night when I tried to record. So I'm getting it done this morning before I head out to do some consulting work, exciting consulting work. But if you guys are new to this channel, every week I do a midweek review where I go over what we reviewed on Sunday. And Sunday was a pretty short Sunday setup. I do apologize. I was on vacation and having some connection issues. Imagine that. So let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into the charts, see what it looks like here early Thursday morning for us in the States. We did see some pretty decent price action, even though it was a holiday week. You can see here as things take a little bit to open. Get rid of that. See, price pushed up to the top side of our bearish zone and now has made this awesome drop. And guys, if you can see, we're on our way to retest the 200 EMA and the pivot. And then I think we're going to get a great drop from there. I don't know what happened to my find arrow. Okay. I think we could get a drop to S2 wait for that retest. All right, now I know I leave that open. All right, let's just shrink this a little bit. There we go. All right, so we had a blow through R2. We traded back. Now we're tested R2. I like this pair back down to the pivot now. Okay, you can see we did have a decent trade on over here that worked out. It hasn't broke below the 200 EMA, but I think we're going to get a move towards this pivot here. Australian dollar JPY, again, a blow past R2, almost a double top. And then we've had some nice bearish action again to that pivot next week. Looks pretty promising. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. We didn't quite get to our alert that we were looking for to start shorting this pair. But you see, we do have some pretty good bearish action. I'm not going to be bullish down here. So we have decent down room. Decent bearish room. Starting to show a bearish trend. You guys do it. Do with what you want. All right, we had a push up to R2. We've moved this great bearish couple bars here. Now we could be retesting. A lot of these pairs all look bearish now off of this huge amount of strength in the Australian dollar this last week. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. We blew past R2. This would have been a great trade to sell back to R2, and then now it looks like it's continuing its bullish momentum. But I would look for a double top up here, this bearish move, bearish zone, sorry. And then let's see what happens there. CAD JPY, kind of the same thing. I mean, looks like Canadian dollar is getting some strength back, guys. Swiss franc JPY, we got our bullish zone all the way down here. We keep flirting with just touching this pivot. So you may look for a buy trade right off that pivot up to R2. EUR AUD, price came all the way, almost broke, pretty much broke our bullish zone. Now we could kind of probably update that a little bit. And now we basically had this big bullish set of candles, and now we're sitting on a really short time resistant support right here. I actually took a small rollover trade to catch this possibly back up to the pivot one more time, and if it's sized enough, gets me out of that original trade that I've been fighting for weeks. All right, price shot up to R2, guys. We're at R2 early Thursday morning. Look for a double top scenario. However, we've already had that retraction off of R2 right there. It's almost like we should be putting in a pending order right at R2. Oh, right. What is this? What is this? All right. Euro GBP. So we had a great positive win trade. Price hit R2 all the way back to S2. Now it looks like we double topped with divergence almost in our bearish zone. I love this pair, at least back to that pivot. A quick intraday move. Euro JPY. Again, guys, look, we double topped on R2. We missed this impulse down, but I would look at R2, some sort of long-term move. We're just getting some really sporadic price right around that level. Euro NZD. Price came down to our bullish zone. You can see it's made it pop up. I would look for some sort of retracement, but excuse me, price is going to want to get back to that pivot. Maybe this week, maybe early next week. Euro US dollar. I would be bearish on this pair. We've hit R2. Looks like we're in our bearish zone, and I would be looking for some sort of price to come back down to that make it or break it zone. Euro CAD, we've dropped down into this bullish zone. We had a nice pull back up to S2. We had a blow by back to S2. Great job. Those of you that were in the channel talking about the Euro or British Pound CAD long trade last night. Looks like it worked out really good for you guys. British Pound AUD. We just bounced off of S2, almost back to the pivot, guys. Let's zoom in on that. Price shot down to S2. If you entered right on S2, springboard almost back to the pivot. You almost would have had a full executed trade without in 2 bars. British Pound CAD. Look, guys, we've shot past S2. Now we've started coming back to S2. So let's, I think, at least play it back to S2 and then see what happens there. British Pound Swiss franc. Hit R2, pretty much double topped, back to the pivot. So I think now that we got close enough to the pivot, this thing has enough juice now. Permission to go back up to that bearish zone. I think this bearish zone's probably more right here is where I want to look first. British Pound JPY, kind of the same thing. We haven't made this strong pushback to the pivot quite yet, but we did come back to the 200 EMA. I actually think we're still going to get that move on this pair. British Pound NZD, ding, ding, ding. Guys, we're S2 sitting in our bullish area, and it's almost double bottomed. Love this pair. Long up to the pivot. British Pound USD. Price just keeps hovering in our pretty big bearish zone here. So came up to R2. It's in between R2 and the pivot. There's really not a big play yet. NZD NZD CAD. Yeah. Almost see a head and shoulders here. Break of the neckline, and we're retesting that neckline. Can you guys see that? Let's see if I can put it on. No. There we go. There we go. Head and shoulders, neckline. We're retesting it. Bam. I'm going to actually come back to that one. NZD CHF. Same thing, guys. Look at this head and shoulders right on R2. Head and shoulders right on R2. NZD JPY, same thing. I'm actually in this trade. NZD USD, kind of the same thing. Not as clean. USD Canadian dollar. So this thing has just gone banshee low. So I think you're good long anywhere. We have a really low support. We've been here before, right? So really sporadic price movement. I think we're going to get a really good long run here soon. But the Canadian dollar just got really strong this week. And if we jump up to let's go to a daily chart. You can see all price is doing is starting to correct itself after this. But we do need to be careful of if we pull a Fibonacci on old, man, I'm really not happy with my setup anymore. We're sitting right on the 618, guys. So that big impulse move to the up to the downside for Canadian dollar, upside dollar. Now we have two indecision day candles right on the 618. I'm going to go ahead and say we're going to get a pretty good bullish move out of that. Maybe not all the way up to zero, but I'd be looking bullish on this pair any day now. USD Swiss franc. We're in between our two areas. USD JPY. Just look at, guys, price just hugging the pivot. Just hugging it. Doesn't want to go nowhere. I see tension building in this pair. We're going to get some sort of massive breakout either way. But you do have a decent channel to trade off of here and here on a smaller time frame. You know, it's catch it perfectly. You're looking at 50, 60 pips, 45, 50 pips from the top to the bottom here. But like I said, I think we're going to get a really big breakout on this pair. Could be tomorrow. You know, we got some fundamentals coming out or not. All right, guys, that was the midweek review. I apologize. Still on my laptop. I should have my office put back together here really soon. I went on vacation in the middle of moving. I did it to myself, and I'm going to make it up to all the guys in my free Telegram group next week, give them a lot more signals than I normally do. And, you know, we're going to celebrate Clayton's move by giving you guys some great trading signals live, the ones that I do on my own accounts in the Telegram channel. So if you are watching this on YouTube, jump on over to allenfx.com. I got the link in the show notes, and go sign up to get those in the free Telegram channel or join the paid one. All right, guys, have a great rest of the week, and let's go make some money together.